Hello everyone, am I audible? Everyone, all right. Everyone has revised everything we did in the last class. Definite integration, properties of definite integration. If you have integration a to b f of x dx, then you can break it down into a to c f of x dx plus c to b f of x dx, right? Everyone remembers this? All right. Write down a question on this. I hope you remember how to open the modulus function mod x minus 3. Right. This is x minus 3 when x is more than 3, x minus 3 with negative sign when x is less than 3, right? So write down a question. 1 to 4 modulus x minus 1 plus x minus 2 plus x minus 3, and in this question you have to open this separately. All right, break it down this separately, this integration, then this integration, then this integration. So this is a long question. All right, yes or no? Ahmed, Alan, Ryan, Zayed?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll give you a few minutes, try to solve this. Got the answer, everyone? Ahmed, Allen, Ryan, Zaid. How would we solve this? This is integration 1 to 4 mod x minus 1 dx, integration 1 to 4 mod x minus 2 dx, integration 1 to 4 x minus 3 mod dx. So this will be breaking at 1. So 1 to 4 means x is always more than 1. So we can open it like this only, x minus 1 dx plus. This will break on 2. So 1 to 2, this will be negative plus 1 to 2 positive plus this will break at 3 negative plus 1 3 to 4. I wrote it wrong. 2 to 4, 3 to 4 x minus 3. Solve this integration, you'll get the final answer, right? This integration is very simple. Yes or no, everyone? Okay. Next question. Integration 0 to 2 mod x square plus 2x minus 3 dx. All right, in this case, we have to check when this is positive and this is negative. So I hope you all know how to solve this. If I have to do this greater than 0, then middle term splitting, this is x square plus 3x minus 3 greater than 0, greater than equal to 0. Taking x common, x plus 3, minus 1 common, x plus 3, x minus 1, x plus 3 greater than equal to 0. All right. Now on the number line, this is a 1 and this is minus 3. Positive, negative, and positive. This thing everyone knows, baby curve method. If not, then how to solve any equations? Factorize. All right. After factorization, find the factors. Factors is x minus 1 equals to 0, so x is 1. X plus 3 equals to 0, so x is minus 3. So minus 3 and 1 are two factors. Start with the right, plus, minus, plus. What this means, if x is less than minus 3, this is the number line. If x is less than minus 3, this whole thing will be positive. If x is from minus 3 to 1, this whole thing will be negative. If x is from 1 to infinite, this whole thing will be positive. In the limits, we have 0 to 2. 0 will lie somewhere here, 2 is here. So we'll break it into 0 to 1 and 1 to 2. So when 0 to 1, it will be negative, plus 1 to 2. Is everyone clear about this? What I did?
Yes.
All right. So please simplify, get the answer. These two integration you have.
Is the answer 4/3?
I do not have the final answer of this. If you guys want, I can solve this. Is everyone getting 4/3? Do you guys want me to solve this?
No, sir.
No. All right. Write down one question for homework, and this is very important question. -1 to 2. Modulus x cube minus x dx. So in here also we have to check x cube minus x is when this is positive, this is negative. So taking x common, x minus 1, x plus 1. All right. So again, writing all the factors here. This gives us 0, this gives us -1, this gives us 1. -1, 0, and 1. Start from the right, positive, negative, positive, negative. So if x is less than -1, this whole thing will be negative. If x is from -1 to 0, whole thing will be positive, and so on. Limits we have -1 to 2. So -1 to 2. So we have to break -1 to 0, then 0 to 1, 1 to 2. From -1 to 0, we have positive. From 0 to 1, we have negative. From 1 to 2, we have positive. Integrate this, you'll get the answer. All right.
Yes.
Everyone got this? This is very important. Yes or no, everyone?
Yes, sir.
All right, note it down. Done.
I'm getting answer as 0.
You're getting the answer as 0 of this question.
Yes, sir.
All
The
right.
below one which you gave homework.
Okay, I do not have the final answer for this also. If you guys want, I can solve this right now, or you can try this at home again. Then we can
Okay.
solve in the next class. All right.
Okay.
All right then. Any questions you do not like get the answer or are confused, please try that at home again. If you do not get the final answer, then we can discuss in the next class. All right, because we are behind syllabus actually a little bit. We are trying to complete the syllabus on time. Next property, if you have 0 to 2a f of x dx, you can write this as 0 to a f of x dx plus 0 to a f of 2a minus x dx. All right, very simple. What we did, we divided the limit by 2, or it will be half the limit. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Note it down, then we'll try one question on this. Let 0 to 2 pi 1 upon 1 plus e to the power sin x dx. So this thing I can write 0 to half this limit, whole limit 2 pi by 2 is pi. F of x dx, f of x dx is this 1 upon 1 plus e to the power sin x dx. Plus, again limit is same 0 to pi f of 2a minus x. So in the place of x, we are replacing this with 2a minus x. 2a is the upper limit. So we have to replace x with 2 pi minus x. So this will be 1 upon 1 plus e to the power sine 2 pi minus x. This thing is clear to all of you? What I did?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right.
So can you
So
explain the
0,
property once again?
right. If you have 0 to 2a, right? F of x dx. F of x can be anything. What you can do is half the limit. We divided this limit 2a into a, right? Upper limit by 2. So 2a by 2 is a. So 0 to a f of x dx. In the first term, everything remains same. But in the second term, what you have to do, replace x with upper limit minus x, 2a minus x.
Okay, sir.
Clear?
Yes,
So
sir.
same thing we did here. 2 pi minus
So
x.
are
I
we
replaced.
adding the limits and subtracting the x from the in the second time?
No, we are not adding upper limit because the lower limit is 0 in the theory itself. So if you add or do not add, the thing is same, right?
Okay, sir.
You cannot apply this property anything else. If written anything else is written here, suppose I write b, then you cannot apply this property. All right.
And so if we have something like 3a, 4a
In the upper
in the
limit,
upper side, yeah.
yes, you can apply, right? You just have to divide by 2.
Okay.
Clear?
Okay.
So this is 1 upon 1 plus e to the power sin x dx plus 0 to pi 1 upon 1 plus e to the power sin 2 pi minus theta. What is sin 2 pi minus theta? This is minus sin theta. So minus sin x. All right. 2 pi minus theta in the fourth quadrant, sign is negative. Is everyone clear about this? The trigonometry thing?
Yes, sir.
All right. this is 1 upon 1 plus 1 upon e to the power sin x dx. Zero to pi 1 upon 1 plus e to the power sin x dx plus 0 to pi. Taking LCM, this will be multiplied here and this will go to the numerator. So e to the power sin x upon 1 plus e to the power sin x dx. Now limit is same, so we can directly add these two integrations. So LCM is same, e to the power sin x. Numerator is also same, e to the power sin x dx 0 to pi. Cancelled, integration of 1 is x, so the answer is pi. Is everyone clear about this?
Yes, sir.
All right, note it down. Tell me if you have any doubts. Done, everyone? Next question. So just remember, divide the limit by 2, upper limit by 2. You'll get the answer very easily. Solve it.
Sir, is cos 2 pi minus x sin x minus sin x?
Cos pi minus x is minus cos x. All right.
Sir, cos 2 pi minus x.
Cos 2 pi minus x is cos x.
Okay.
But here, please remember, this is pi, not 2 pi.
Oh, So can you solve?
All right. Anyone has solved this?
Sir, is the answer pi?
Right, let's see. This will be 0 to pi by 2, right, divided by 2. So this will be pi by 2 dx upon 1 plus e to the power cos x, as it is 0 to pi by 2 dx upon 1 plus cos, sorry, e to the power cos pi minus x, 0 to pi by 2 dx upon 1 plus e to the power cos x, 0 to pi by 2 dx upon 1 plus e to the power minus cos x. So again, if you simplify this, you will get e to the power cos x in the numerator, and this will become 1 plus e to the power cos x. This step is clear to all of you?
Sir.
If you add this together, 0 to pi by 2, 1 plus e to the power cos x, 1 plus e to the power cos x dx. This is cancelled. 1 answer is pi by 2. All right. Is everyone clear about this?
So how this last step can you say again?
Just add these two, this and this term. So LCM is same.
The above one, sir.
This one. This term we can write 1 upon 1 plus 1 upon e to the power cos x.
Yes, sir.
So taking LCM here, this comes to the here, and this goes to the numerator.
Okay, sir. Okay, got.
Okay. Everyone is clear?
Yes, sir.
All right. There is a small note in this this property. What is the property? F of x dx 0 to 2a is equals to 0 to a f of x dx plus 0 to a f of 2a minus x dx. All right. What happens if f of 2a minus x is f of x itself? Then obviously we can replace this with f of x. So this property becomes 0 to 2a f of x dx equals to 0 to a f of x dx plus 0 to a f of x dx. Right? If I calculate this, this becomes f of x itself. It means function doesn't change. Then I can replace this value. So this becomes 2 times 0 to a f of x dx. Very important. When this happens, when f of 2a minus x, yes.
So could you explain it again from the start?
All right, I'll give an example also. See, in this property, we are doing two things. We are writing two terms. One is f of x itself. One is f of 2a minus x. Right?
Yes, sir.
So if f of 2a minus x becomes f of x itself, that means suppose integration 0 to 2 pi 0 to 2 pi 1 minute. Right, integration 0 to 2 pi cos x you have. Sorry for this. One note is doing stupid things. 0 to 2 pi cos x dx, right? So if I have to use this property in this, then I'll use f of x and f of 2a minus x. So let's calculate this, f of 2a minus x. 2 pi minus x. So cos of 2 pi minus x is cos x itself. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So f of 2a minus x becomes f of x itself. Yes, Ahmed?
Yes, sir.
Clear?
Yes, sir. Correct.
So if that happens, then we can write this directly as 2 times 0 to a f of x dx. All right.
So we can
This is-
apply. So we can apply this in the above question.
Yes, you can check and apply. All right. But you can see in the above question, f of 2a minus x is changing. It is not the same. Right? You should get f of 2a minus x. First calculate this, f of 2a minus x. If it becomes f of x, then directly write this. In this second note, if f of 2a minus x becomes minus of f of x. So if I put this value here, then this term and this term will be cancelled out. 0 to 2a f of x dx will become 0. You can use this property directly. All right. Note it down. I'll give you an example. Then you'll be absolutely clear about this. Let these two notes, just write it down. From here, start from the note and 2 points. Done, everyone?
Yes.
Write down the question. Integration 0 to 2 pi cos to the power 5x dx. All right. So we know that we can use that property, previous property. But before that, let's find out what is f of 2 pi minus x. We have f of x as cos to the power 5x. So what will be f of 2 pi minus x? Cos 2 pi minus x to the power 5. So cos 2 pi minus x is cos x itself. So this is cos to the power 5x. This thing is clear what I did?
Yes, sir.
So we can see f of 2 pi minus x is f of x itself. So we can directly write this as f of x dx 0 to 2a is equals to 2 times 0 to a f of x dx if f of 2a minus x is equals to f of x. So this implies 0 to 2 pi cos to the power 5x equals to 2 0 to pi. This thing is clear?
Yes, sir.
Now this integration is 2 times 0 to pi cos 5x dx. I can again use this property in this integration. Let's find out. This is f of x is again cos to the power 5x, but now f of 2a minus x will be pi minus x. This thing is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So tell me what will be f of pi minus x?
Minus sin x.
Minus cos 5 to the
So how
power
do you
x.
find this value?
Like cos pi minus theta.
Yeah.
Okay, how to tell you this in short? You guys all know this. In the first quadrant, everything is positive, all
Yes,
positive.
sir.
In the second quadrant, sign positive,
Yes, sir.
right? Sine and cosec,
And
tan positive, and cos positive, right?
cos
So ASTC, this is the code work. Now
after
what to do?
school to college.
What to do? Pi by 2, this is 3 pi by 2, right? 90 and 270. This is 0, 2 pi, and this is pi, 180. All right. If you see pi by 2 minus theta, or 90 minus theta, or 3 pi by 2 minus theta, or 70 minus theta, that means in the vertical line. Okay? In the vertical line, pi by 2 plus theta or pi by 2 minus theta, 3 pi by 2 plus theta or 3 pi by 2 minus theta. Then sine will become cos, tan will become cot, and sec will become cosec. Right?
Okay.
And you can also see in which quadrant the final results lie. Suppose we have cos pi by 2 minus theta. So cos pi by 2 minus theta becomes sine theta, right? Because in the
Yes.
vertical line, cos will become sine. Now cos pi by 2 minus theta lies in the first quadrant. Pi by 2 minus theta will lie in the first quadrant. And in the first quadrant, cos is positive, so positive sign,
Okay, sir.
right? So in this question, we have pi minus theta. So in the horizontal line, cos will remain cos, sine will remain sine, everything will remain same. So when we have cos pi minus x, so this will be cos will remain cos x. Now pi minus theta. Pi minus theta is in the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, cos is negative, so a negative sign. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So let me give you a question. Tan 3 pi by 2 minus theta.
will be cot theta.
Cot theta, absolutely correct. Now this is clear.
Yes, sir.
All right. So f of pi minus x will be minus of cos 5x. So this is minus of f of x. So the final answer will be 0, because f of 2a minus x is minus of f of x. You can directly write like this. Is this question clear?
Yes, sir.
I just used that property 2 times. Note it down. Try to solve it in your own way. Done, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Write down a question for homework. Prove that 0 to pi by 2 log of sin x dx equals to 0 to pi by 2 log of cos x dx equals to minus pi by 2 log 2. Try this at home. If you cannot solve, then okay, we'll solve in the next class. All right.
Yes, sir.
Note it down. I'll give you 2 minutes. All right. Even functions. Last topic of definite integration, last identity. What are even functions? If f of x is a function and f of minus x brings you f of x, then it is an even function. Very simple. Just replace x with negative of x. If the function repeats itself, then that is called an even function. For an example, f of x is x square. What will be f of minus x? Minus x whole square, which is x square, which is equals to f of x. So this function is an even function. So how to check if function is even or odd? Put negative sign in place of x. If the function repeats, it is even function. Is this thing clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Odd
sir.
function. If
Sir, can you explain again?
all right, I'll explain. If f of negative x is minus of f of x. First write it down. I'll explain by an example. All right. Write both these things. Done.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Just a second.
Sir, done.
All right. So what is the point of this? Because in the next property, we are going to need how to check if a function is odd or even. Right. So let's see by an example. 1 minute. If f of x is sin x, They are asking check if the function is even or odd. So the only test is put x as negative x. So this sign becomes sine of negative x, and sine of minus theta is minus sine x. These steps are clear.
Yes, sir.
Now minus sine x is f of x. So f of minus x becomes negative of f of x. So this function is an even or odd function?
Odd. Odd function.
Odd.
Odd function. Suppose if you have f of x, x cube cos x. Tell me if this is an odd function or even function. I'll give you 2 minutes.
Odd function.
Everyone, is it an odd or even function?
An odd.
Odd, right? How to check f of negative x? So this will be negative x cube cos of negative x. So negative x cube is minus x cube, cos of negative x is cos x. So this is negative of, this whole thing is f of x. So we can see this is odd function. Is it clear?
Yes.
All right. And remember, not all functions will be either odd or even. दोनों को छोड़ के भी कोई फंक्शन कुछ हो सकता है ना. All right. Not every evening snack is a samosa or kachori. Sometimes
Yes,
it can be pani puri also. So now the last property of definite integration. Write down. I believe this is the 8th property. If you have minus a to a f of x dx, then this will be equals to 2 times 0 to a f of x dx when f of x is even function, and this will be 0 when f of x is odd function. Very important to know. So whenever you see the limits minus 2 to 2, minus pi to pi, and so on, always check if the function is even or odd. If it is even, then write this. If it is odd, then write this. Clear? Yes or
So
no?
could you explain again this part?
Which part? This
The
property again?
this property. Yeah.
All right. See, whenever you see any question like this, minus 1 to 1 x dx, so we can integrate this very easily, right? But not some complicated questions. This is just an example. So we can see this and this are almost same. F of x is x. So my first task would be to check if x is an even function or odd function. So minus x, this is minus f of x. So I can say that this x function is a odd function. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So here you can see whenever you have this property, if the function is odd, the answer is 0. So I can directly write the integration is 0. All right.
Yes. Yes, sir. Correct.
But when f of x is even function, you have to write like this. Suppose I write x square. So we have just seen x square is even function. So this will be equals to 2 times 0 to 1 x square dx.
Yes, sir.
Clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right. Note it down.
so done.
Okay, then few questions on this. Minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 sine to the power 7x dx. All right. I need everyone's answer in this. Ahmed, tell me the answer. I do not need to know if this is odd function or even function. What is the answer of this integration? Right, correct answer. Everyone else, I need the answer. All right, the answer is 0. Right, if you do not know how to use this property, then please ask me how you can, like, where you are struggling. Right, this is free 1 mark. You only have to check if the function is even or odd. So as soon as you see this minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, check if the function is even or odd. So if I put f of minus x, this is sine minus x to the power 7. So minus of sine to the power 7x. So minus of f of x, odd function, answer is 0. All right.
Yes, sir.
Alan, this thing is clear? All right, next question. Minus pi by 4 to pi by 4 x cube sine to the power 4x dx minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 mod of sin x dx. All right, two questions. I need everyone's answer in this on the chat. Ryan, you can leave. The class is left for 5 minutes. All right. Just tell me the two answers. Very easy question.
So is the first one 0?
Right. First one is 0. Odd function, right? This is minus, this is plus. So minus will be outside. So this is odd function. Odd function integration is 0 when we have minus a to a. This is even function.
Yes, sir.
So this we
Solving
can
that one.
write. So this we can write. This is 0 to pi by 2 sin x dx. This integration, गांव का बच्चा बच्चा knows, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
All
So
right.
you
So
said from
see,
A to A, right?
if it is a to a,
Okay.
ये घर पे करके देखना है ना, काफी इंटरेस्टिंग चीज आपने पूछी है. Solve this question from a to a, f of x dx. All right, put f of x, let's say sin x